Choose your fighter.
When I roar, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? How about who's that? Kick back, I got kick back. Big racks, I got big racks. Big bags, I got big bags. Kick back,
Choose your fighter.
When I roar, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? How about who's that? Kick back, I got kick back. Big racks, I got big racks. Big bags, I got big bags. Kick back, this that.
Choose your fighter.
When I roar, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? How about who's that? Kick back, I got kick back. Big racks, I got big racks. Big bags, I got big bags. Kick back, this that. This that. This
Choose your fighter.
When I roar, everyone wanna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? How about who's that? Who's this? Who's this? How about who's that? Kick back, I got kick back. Big racks, I got big racks. Big bags, I got big bags. Kick back, this that. This that.
it's Christina V, and you need to subscribe to Sojan and Camy's channel, or in the name of Mars, I'll chastise you! Bye!
What's up, guys? How's it going? Excuse me. I need to take a drink here. Alright, so I just got up not even 30 minutes ago, but yeah, I'm here playing more Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. It's been a little while, and I know I said on the last live stream that I was going to do a lot of off-camera grinding, but I just couldn't do it. I've just been so tired, and my schedule's just been changing on me like crazy. Luckily now that we have a full staff of supervisors where I work at, I should be able to have full weekends off again. So with that being said, I should have more energy to actually live stream more. With the exception of the following weekend on the 22nd. That Saturday we're taking a bit of a break and we're going to go have some fun with some family and friends and a guest star who's going to come and visit us. But that Sunday, though, the 23rd, on the next weekend, we are going to unload a pretty decent amount of live streams. I don't know how many, maybe 2 or 3 of them. So, and there's going to be a lot more content during that week. It's like a mini vacation. And, but yeah, this is part 12 of my Let's Play live stream for Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. I have my loaf of a cat just loafing right next to me. And she's just chilling. She's not bothering anybody, so I'm just gonna leave her there. Usually she bothers the crap out of me, but now she's like super calm. I think it's because of the fact that Camy's not here. But when we're both on the couch, it's like the cat's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with all this space. So, but yeah, this is a solo series I'm doing by myself. Basically a game that I'm like, yeah, I don't think Camy would really care to sit through this one. So that's why I'm playing this as a solo series. So let's go ahead and take the image off here so you can actually see the gameplay. I will be just strictly focusing on grinding this episode. So it's just going to be a grindy episode where I just talk about things. Kind of like a mini gaming podcast, but it's not going to be its own thing, if that makes sense. It is part of the live stream series of getting through this game. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to clear my throat here. There we go. We did not need you guys to hear that. So get a sip of my green tea. We're going to play some Final Fantasy. Oh shit, that rhymed. I'm not a rapper. Anyway, I'm going to leave the live chat open here for anybody who wants to join and talk. I'm still a growing channel, so basically, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I have the ability to accept super chats now and YouTube members, so even Patreon information is down below. Any little thing helps, even if you want to just send a super chat or two. It really helps tremendously. As I pay out of my own pocket to... I'm going to lower this down a little bit because it's a little loud for me. But, let's see how that sounds. I'm going to do testing, 1, 2, 3. Before I continue here, give me 1 sec. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, that sounds just fine. I just had to wait for the live stream to get caught up there, because it's like, it has a delay purposely. So let's go ahead and turn encounters on. The whole goal here is to just get more money and get more levels all at the same time so we could buy better magic. So that's pretty much what we're going to do this live stream here. And I forgot what I was talking about. But basically, once I finish this game, I'm going to jump back into the Megaman Battle Network series, which I did play the first Megaman Battle Network game on the channel. I'll try to leave a link in the description below of this live stream since I'm talking about it. it was a lot of fun. It was just a reminder that, like, the first two Battle Network games were really rough to get through. So the second one is also going to be rough to get through later on when I play it. But the third one and forward, they get a lot better. And in fact, the third one is just my absolute favorite of all time. As far as Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters go, if you're watching this part for the first time and not the previous parts, where I talked about my history with Final Fantasy, I never played the original games, at least not all the way through. And so I've never really truly experienced the first 6 games before 7. And as far as Final Fantasy 7 goes, that game I used to get stuck a lot in, like, over the years, and I never truly beat it. And eventually when I saw, oh, cool, it's in a dual pack with Final Fantasy 8 on the Switch, I decided to finally get it, and finally was able to get through the game and beat it for once. Let me clear my throat again here. But yeah, and Final Fantasy VII is actually the first ever Final Fantasy game that I fully completed all the way through to the end, and it was on the Switch, so. And what's funny is, comparing Final Fantasy to another, like, game series like Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest XI's I beat on the Switch as my first ever Dragon Quest game ever played. And I think I did that before Final Fantasy VII. So I actually beat a Dragon Quest game before I beat Final Fantasy VII, which is funny. Alright, so I need to heal some people. I think I'm just going to save money and just go in here and use the inn, because it doesn't make sense to really waste my potions and all that stuff. So if one of the characters just goes red, I'm just going to come in here and be like, alright, let's go to sleep. We're going to sleep away our problems. Why am I going so zoomies? But, so yeah, Megaman Battle Network series, I played all 6 games multiple times in the past. I grew up with those in the Game Boy Advance. And, I'm so glad that they have a collection for that now on the Switch. Ah, I knew it was a dragon. Amazing humans have been honored by the Dragon King. Yay, I'm so happy for you. But yeah, I was just going to say that I am looking forward to finishing the Battle Network series on the channel, but as like a solo series thing, I'm going back and forth between these 6 games and the Battle Network games as well. So as soon as I'm done with Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, I'm going to dive back into Battle Network 2. Once I finish Battle Network 2, I'll dive into Final Fantasy 2, and so on. So once I finish that, then I'll go back to Battle Network 3, back and forth type of thing, you know. And I know I talked about playing Samurai Legend Musashi on my channel as well, which was a PS2 game. I talked about that on my live stream that I played last night, Final Fantasy 16 with Camy, and I briefly mentioned it because I was like, man, I would love to replay. I would love to replay that game on the channel someday, because Samurai Legend Musashi does have a New Game Plus. And then Camy's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I think it would be a fun experience. So I don't know if that's something you guys want to see someday. But that would be like probably a playthrough I could play along with her. But I did do a solo play of that game on Twitch before, when I was going live on Twitch for a while. And I ported over all those live streams to this channel. So I'm going to try to leave links in the description below for live streams, such as like Battle Network, Megaman Battle Network, Final Fantasy 16, and possibly the Samurai Legend Musashi one if you want to check those out. If I forget, please forgive me, but all those playlists are available on the channel in the playlist section. You just got to scroll through, because I have a decent amount of playlists already created. But I do my best, try my best at least, to create a playlist for everything I do on the channel, so. Dang it. The main character got poisoned. You know what? We don't need this. We don't need to waste our items. God, it's almost like almost like that one. It reminds me of that video. God, it was like a Grand Theft Auto video where the guy's just riding on top of like an upside down or regular like piano, like a car. He's like, making my way through the hood, walking fast, yo ass finna get shot. It just sounds like gunshots. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna fix this if I can. D-pad is acting wonky right now. But yeah, if you're watching silently, say hello in the live chats if you don't mind. Give the video a like. And like I said, I accept super chats, which would be awesome. I never received the super chat before. What the fuck? Huh. I guess resting doesn't really do anything for poison. That's kind of lame. Alright, whatever. I got plenty of antidotes, but that kind of sucks and defeats the purpose of being able to sleep off your problems. But I guess it's kind of more realistic where it's like, nah fam, you can't sleep away poison. But, how much money do I have? Currently have 10,105 gil. So, I gotta see how much, like, the later magic I need is gonna cost me. I know this is not one of the magic places. I kind of went through the wrong door. And just see how much I gotta shell out here. I think they're down here. Yep, I was correct. There they are. So we'll start off with Captain Derpy's Black Magic Shop here. Find anything you like? Yeah, I am broke as fuck right now. So, yeah, I would need to... I need like 20,000 more just to buy one of these. And I heard Saber's the best one to get. Because obviously it's going to raise the caster's attack and accuracy, which is really good. So I want to aim for that. That's like, yeah, about 19,000 more, I think. If I'm not mistaken. No, 20,000 more. If anything you like. And we also want, let's see, enhances the party's defense against instant death. Restore a lot of HP to the entire party. These are both really good, but man, null death is just too damn good. So yeah, we need 50,000 more gil. We need to get those two. It'd be really dumb not to get them. So, okay. I was wondering where the bridge was. I got a little disoriented there. But yeah, I feel like the first like 6 Final Fantasy games definitely all deserve their own ground-up remakes. You know, at one point or another, just like how Final Fantasy VII has been getting a remake, and I understand, yeah, there's a lot of differences between Final Fantasy VII Remake and the original Final Fantasy VII, but they don't have to go that route. They could do a 1-to-1 remake of these, like the first original 6 games. That would be dope, with full voice acting and everything. But I still look forward to playing all these games. I'm gonna play the first 5 on my own. Once I get to the 6th one, depending on what Camy and I are playing on the channel, I'll take a break from Pixel Remasters after the 5th game, so that we can eventually do a voice acting live stream let's play of the 6th game. Because, like I said, a lot of people swear that it's better than Final Fantasy VII. A lot of people say it's the best game of all time out of all Final Fantasy games. I never played it, so I can't form an opinion on it. The only opinion I have on Final Fantasy VI is based off of Pro Jared's nostalgia goggles that he wears when he was reviewing the game, and I'm like, it sounds like a really cool game, and I want to check it out. So that's kind of why I'm doing these all at the same time. Well, not same time, but back to back, along with Battle Network, because I also want to take a break and play some Battle Network again, because I love Battle Network. And it's also my chance to finally play all these games. So. Alright, so let's see, items, just, I'm gonna need more antidotes down the road. It's gonna be a while before we get this money. But, now that I know my schedule is gonna be a little more stable this week, at the very least, I think I'm gonna be working nighttime, which is awesome. I'm gonna try to play this a bit more throughout the week and do more off-camera grinding, but there's no guarantees. I might come back next Sunday and be like, hey, I didn't do shit. But no, I kind of want to, because I do have a special guest coming from out of state that it would be fun to have him like sit through the next live stream of this game where I'm actually getting shit done instead of grinding. So we'll see. I'm gonna live stream this today for about an hour to an hour and a half. I don't want to go on for too long, but just overall live stream in general. Excuse me, my throat is all effed up this morning. Alright. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, and I eventually want to like upgrade some stuff at my house or our apartment for like some quality of life changes. Stuff that doesn't really like affect the channel directly. I eventually want to replace our current TV with a newer like HD 4K type of television that's like 55 inches. I don't know how big this TV is. I think this TV is like a 45-inch TV. Either 40 inch or 45 inches, I can't remember. It's an old 1080p TV that my dad bought used from I want to say a pawn shop back in like 2007 or 2008, maybe even 2009, I don't know. It was forever ago. And this HD TV has really bad ghosting on it. So if I just leave things alone, like on the screen for a while, and nothing moves, and then I suddenly start watching something or start playing a game, it'll show ghosting, and it's really bad. Like that just, like a ghosting of that image you just left it on. And a lot of times that happens when I'm like playing Switch, and I'll leave it on the main menu, and I'll come back and I'll load a game, and it just still shows ghosting, like in the background of like the icons on the Switch menu. It's quite annoying. I don't like it. So yeah, it's some quality of life changes. I need to change out the TV. I need to eventually look into a better like entertainment area where I can find a overall build a shelf or something, some sort of shelving unit thing that I can put all my game consoles on, because my setup right now is a little wonky, because I have like two TVs next to each other. The smaller TV on the right side has a computer and everything, but eventually I would like to have a setup where the computer is kind of just out of the way and hidden. It's kind of big, but I kind of want to hide it. And then have like a smaller TV right on top of the 55-inch TV that would display the live chat and all that good stuff. So, kind of like my setup now, but just, yeah, TVs on top of each other instead. Because I just feel like it's a lot of wasted space here on the right-hand side that I really just want to clear up. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I do have a PlayStation 2, actually Camy's PS2. So originally I had a fat PS2 that I had modded, but then I sold it as soon as Camy's friend came by and brought a PS2 Slim that Camy forgot that she lent it to her friend like a decade plus ago, I guess. Many years ago. And her friend came by and it's like, here, you can have your PS2 back. So I'm like, okay, let me get rid of my fat PS2. You know, now that we have a slim PS2, which is awesome. And I do eventually would like to mod the PS2 Slim someday. Just to be able to load up games off of like a SD card or something. Let's just go ahead and rest. But, that's kind of weird. He's like running, but I could press and hold B to make him stop running. Ah, here we go. Okay. That's what it was. It was automatically set to run. But, we also have a PS4, which, Camy had for years, but because I have a PS5 now, PS5 is able to play PS4 games. So we're planning on moving the PS4 to the bedroom, just to have, like, some sort of media device there. I don't know what happened there, but it went blank. Okay, everything's good, I think. But yeah, the PS4 we plan on moving to the bedroom just for, you know, like, not live stream, but more for watching videos and Netflix and all that. We also have a PS3, but the PS3 has an issue with the HDR thing. I can't remember what it's called, It's basically a thing that you can toggle on and off on the PS5 in the settings without any problems. You could do the same thing on the PS4, but PS3 doesn't allow you to turn it off at all. So live streaming becomes kind of impossible. There is a bypass like HDMI converter thing that I saw online. It's only 20-something bucks. I'm probably gonna buy it on my next paycheck or so, just to finally have something to bypass that crap and be able to play PS3 games on the channel someday. We do have a handful of PS3 games, and I want to buy more, but the only reason why I haven't bought more PS3 games is because of that inability to be able to live stream from it. So I also have a Nintendo Wii with the GameCube ports and capabilities of playing the GameCube. It's got a hard drive on it, so I'm able to play backed up games on there. And it would be cool to play some Wii and GameCube games down the road. So, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we don't have a whole lot, but as of right now, we're just focusing on Nintendo Switch and PS5 on the channel. But once I have like a better setup for everything, I definitely want to live stream more, like retro games, like PS2 games, especially PS3 games, which is crazy to think that PS3 is retro now. So it's like that moment where you're like, what you think Zelda was 10 years ago, and then it shows like a pixelated like Zelda game from the 90s or whatever, versus what actually was Zelda 10 years ago, and it shows like a 3D Zelda game like for the Wii or whatever, and it's like, no, I don't like this. It's the reality that stuff that you thought was old is even older. But that's okay. Life happens, life goes on. But as long as you enjoy what you do, you know? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, it keeps flickering. Something's wrong here. Maybe it's a power issue? Huh. If it does it again, I'll stop playing, and then I'll try to re-plug in the stuff for the capture card. As of right now, I just don't feel like getting up to do that. So, what is that face? Like, I wish I could zoom in on that face. Like, look at that enemy. Like, what is that? That's cursed. And now he's dead. So yeah, my thoughts on, I guess I'll bring up my thoughts again on, like, next-gen Switch console. I always like to talk about this type of stuff when I don't know what else to talk about on livestream. I talked a bit about the Switch 2 or Super Nintendo Switch or whatever it may be, the next, basically the next generation Nintendo console, a lot on my channel, especially on previous live streams. So after seeing what people are showing online for as far as like speculations and actual like leaks and everything, and what people are saying that it could be, I do have some different thoughts on what Nintendo might present us as far as like the Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch. As far as the name goes, they would be smart to call it the Super Nintendo Switch and go backwards, because we had the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So it would be a really cool homage to the NES and Super NES, and just call it the Super Nintendo Switch. That would be dope. If they just call it the Switch 2, I wouldn't be mad either. The only thing I would be frustrated with is if they just straight up just called it the new Nintendo Switch. Kind of like that stupid name with the 3DS, like the new 3DS. It's like, really? Come on, don't do that. Because then in the aftermarket, they're gonna be like, I want a brand new 3DS, or like or a used new 3DS. Like, it's so dumb. But yeah, Super Nintendo Switch would be dope of a name for them to choose. They'd be smart about it. But if they went with Switch 2 as a name, it wouldn't be so bad either. And people are saying that there's also like video footage, or not video footage, but like there were some images, I guess, that got leaked online or something. I don't know, but like apparently that it's supposed to have a second screen, which is kind of freaking weird. Some people even speculating that it'd be like I don't know, 3 screens, but it's actually 2 screens, maybe 1 screen folded onto itself. No one really knows. Because Nintendo just brought out a patent for a dual screen like device. And it could very well be the next gen console. I personally think just having more than 1 screen on the next like successor of the Switch is a little much. Like, I understand, okay, fine. You can actually finally implement DS and 3DS emulation, which would be really cool, because DS and 3DS has kind of gotten the short end of the stick with a lot of really good games that you can't really play on the modern console unless you mod it to do so. So I don't know. See, we're at 35,000. Okay, cool. We could buy one of the things, but I'm gonna keep going until I get more money and be able to buy the other thing, the other magic piece. But my speculation is that Nintendo will probably release another dual screen type of console. I feel like, in my honest opinion, I think they are probably going to bring back like a dual screen in general. And it's probably gonna be another like modern day DS console. But they'll probably just call it the Super Switch now with like a second screen or some crap. I'm 50-50 on that, but as long as it's a more powerful console, I don't care. And as long as it's able to play like old Switch games, but even better than the original Switch could play them, that would be great. Kind of like playing certain games like Super Smash Bros. On the original 3DS versus the new 3DS. Processor was way better on the new 3DS, and you were able to load the game just fine. And performance was just way better on the newer 3DS. So I feel like that should be the case with the newer Switch console. Playing old games should feel better, like significantly better. And they should also have obviously exclusive games for the console, physically wise, and being able to fit 100% of every freaking game and game collection all on cart. They need to just do away with the stupid extra download codes and bullshit. They need to do away with that completely, and just fully have games completed on cart. I'm gonna throw out a bold prediction and a bold thing that would be cool and smart of them to do, but it's Nintendo. They'll probably just still stick with micro SD cards, which is dumb. But I mean, I'm not saying getting rid of micro SD cards. They could keep the micro SD card. That's fine. But in addition with the micro SD card, it would be really cool if the next gen console had like a slot for the M.2 drive. And it could either be directly onto the console itself, because the M.2 drive is very small, or they could just they could do that, or they could also like make it so that you can put an M.2 drive in your dock, and basically as soon as you get home, you dock your Switch, you have access to all these games or something. Or maybe both. That would be really cool. Like just a feature where you're like M.2 drive on your freaking handheld console, and then at home another M.2 drive built into your freaking dock, so you have access to more games, or at least capabilities of being able to use external USB hard drives, which would be really cool via the dock. And they definitely need to do the dock better. They need to redesign the dock in a way where it's just completely focused on better airflow for the console, so it doesn't have any chances of overheating. And what would be really cool too is if the console had gave people more customizations like hacked Switches give you, and that would be performance modes. Like, it would be really cool if you could if by default the system itself is set to the maximum amount of graphics and everything, and giving you the best possible performance, but obviously with the sacrifice of the battery. So if you're playing it portably, it's gonna be heavy on the battery, but you can always go to the settings and then turn off or change some of the graphic settings and be able to like yeah, basically be able to just tone it down a bit. And that's what the PS5 does. PS5, PS4 does that. You can go to the settings and kind of dumb down some stuff in general. Like PS5 gives you the ability to change between 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second, including what was it, ray tracing and all that good stuff. So it would be kind of cool if the Switch had like similar features, and you'd be able to turn off and on whatever you want. And they need to make it painfully obvious that every time you turn on your Switch, or at least one time you turn on, every time you fully turn off your Switch and turn it back on, there should be a pop-up saying, hey, you can always go to the settings and change this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that would be cool. Those words exactly. Oh, you can always go into the settings and change this shit. Quoting Nintendo. They just cussed for the first time. Yeah. At least we can afford to buy one of the Magics now, which is kind of cool. So as of right now... Ooh, we're really close. Okay. Let me grind a bit more. We're very, very close to actually buying both. These enemies are nothing to, like, worry about. They're very easy. As you can see, I've barely been doing anything except just button mashing and not bothering to use magic at all. So... yeah, they're very easy. I'm very close to getting 60,000, so I really want to... I want to at least get up to, like, 70,000, just so I have enough money left over to stock up on more, like, antidotes and stuff, and get prepared for the next live stream that I do with a special guest that's coming. Several special guests, in fact. So it might just be the 2 guests, we'll see. But yeah, as far as the next-gen console, there's really not much else like I can think of. I did see this huge leak pop up where they'll possibly have like magnetic Joy-Cons. My thing is, like, I both like the idea, and at the same time, I don't see it doing well unless it has like some sort of latch, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, like, the magnetic connection being like a wireless magnetic connection where you're able to charge the Joy-Cons while they're connected directly to the console is honestly kind of better than like having the original Joy-Cons having those like connections. I forget what they're called. It's like the metal connections that it can get dirty over time, and people have run into issues where they were not able to have the console recognize the Joy-Cons because they would get dirty. So I think this might be a good answer to that. I feel like they should still keep the whole Joy-Con rail thing and make it backwards compatible with normal Joy-Cons, which would be kind of cool. But if it's not, and it only accepts the regular, the newer magnetic Joy-Cons, that's fine. They just need to keep the rails in there so when you are playing, it keeps them in place. Because if they just have nothing holding these things in place except magnets, you're going to have a bad time unless you have, like, some sort of game case. Or, like, yeah, switch case. Like a grip to hold it all in place. I'm pretty sure they have to keep at least the rails part, so who knows. I'm just excited though that within this last like year or two of the original Switch's like lifespan, which I'm predicting now that they're gonna announce this year, the successor of the Switch, and we'll probably get it next year if anything. Next year will probably be that last and final year that the regular Switch is basically going to be promoted, and then they're going to be like, all right, here's the next one. Forget the Switch OLED and everything else you ever knew. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, just like how at the end of like the Wii U's life cycle, including the 3DS's life cycle and so on, like pretty much the end of like their consoles life cycles, they always dish out a bunch of like retro games and a bunch of games that people are like, oh, finally we're getting all these retro games all at once, like towards the end of the cycle. So I'm predicting now that between now and sometime in 2025, we are probably going to get a lot of old retro games coming to the Switch. And I'm predicting that we're finally going to get Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. It's only a matter of time. Nintendo knows that everybody wants these freaking games. They gave us Skyward Sword, which no one asked for, but like, then they're like, you know what? And I joke about that when I say no one asked for it, but either way, it was implemented better on the Switch. So it gives people hope for future, for future just, ports in general, like, especially remakes like Zelda A Link Between Worlds. I would love to see Link Between Worlds come back. And in fact, if they're just going to use 2 screens on the next successor to the Switch, I personally wouldn't mind waiting a bit to see if they're just going to bring back Link Between Worlds for that system, just to utilize the 2 screens, instead of having to recreate the game from the ground up. I keep getting poisoned like crazy here. Yeah, we're going to keep grinding until I get to at least like 70,000. I'm running out of antidotes and I really need to buy more. So I like having plenty. I know I have 10, but they run out so easily. Alright. But yeah, for those of you who are watching, if you don't know about this, on my Discord channel, I actually have pretty much an updated list of all my Switch games, PS5 games, and PS4 games. The reason why I have that all set up like that is because eventually, not right now, but later, eventually I do plan on having people pick from that list what games Camy and I play next on the channel. Again, it won't be anytime soon, because once we're finished with Final Fantasy 16, we're diving into Omori on the Switch, which is a game that I've been wanting to play on the channel for a while. We did play like the first part of it, which I'll probably just re-upload that separate from the Halloween special live stream that we did. And then go from there. That's kind of what we did with Okami HD. But regardless, Omori will be next after Final Fantasy 16. After Omori, we'll be diving into both Final Fantasy 7, the remake on PS5, with its DLC Integrate, and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth right after. So those are going to be back-to-back. I've been dying to play Rebirth. I've been purposely not playing it. So once we are finished with those 2 behemoth games, then we will finally give people a chance on the channel to vote for what game we play next and so on. And it's the same thing with me too. Like, once I'm done with Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters and the Battle Network games, as far as like the first 5 Pixel Remasters and all 6 Battle Network games, I will give the Discord a chance to vote for the next solo plays I do. And I'll be like, yeah, just pick a game that Camy would not want, me to play by myself or something like that. And I can always list off games that I'm like, I know Camy would be okay with me playing by myself. So I can be like, yeah, I'll probably update that list on the Discord and just put on there and be like, hey, these are the list of games that I'm willing to play by myself that I know Camy's alright with. So I'll get to that eventually, but yeah. But I am excited for my mini vacation, though. It's going to be fun. I need some time off for relaxation. During that week, not this week, of course, obviously, but the following week, like I said, Sunday, I'll be live streaming 2 or 3 times. We'll see. It just depends. Because if I do a Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster live stream, it's going to be a very, very short one. I do want to do Final Fantasy 16 as well. But at the same time, like, I know the friend of mine who's visiting, both friends, are going to probably want to do like some live stream multiplayer thing. So we'll probably end up doing that. We'll see, depending on how much time we have in the day. Later on during that week, maybe like on a Thursday or a Friday, I might do more live streams, especially like more solo live streams, just to get caught up on Final Fantasy and all that. So we'll see, because there will be times I'll be home by myself, so all up in the air. I'll let the Discord know when we get closer to that time. Oh, we got plenty of money. Cool. Let's turn off encounters. If you want to become a part of the Discord community, link is in the description below. And yeah, just be respectful, read the rules and regulations, and please don't spam, and be courteous to others. Don't share anything that's extremely inappropriate. You know, just be courteous of other people. Like, imagine you just walked in amongst a group in real life, and you don't know anything about these people. Like, be courteous. Yeah, boy. Alright, we can finally purchase the 2 large magics that we need. I'll just call them large magics. We definitely want to get this one here. Because that's, yeah, raising casters, attack, I almost said attack, and accuracy. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna give him that. That's just too damn good. It just kind of sucks that I can't add, the secondary one. I guess I would have to, like, replace one of these. Because it says blinds one enemy with darkness. Petrifies one enemy. I don't know if it's better than break. You know what? No, I don't have enough money. We're not gonna do that right now. I forgot. We're trying to get one of each. One of each is fine. The good ones. I do want to get Healalga or whatever, or Healaga, which restores a lot of HP to the entire party. So I'll probably try to, again, don't hold me to it, I'm going to try to do some off-camera grinding with that to get more money. I mean, then again, let me see. I went live at 1 p.m. So it's only been about 45 minutes. I could grind for a little bit more towards trying to get that, but we're definitely getting null death, because obviously raising the defense against insta-death, yes, please. Thank you. We're getting that. Let's get some more antidotes. And I guess, yeah, we'll grind a bit more. I'll grind at least for another like 16 minutes. This will be at least like an hour long live stream, so not too long. I'm gonna try to buy like let's see. There we go. I wanted to buy at least like 3,000 gil worth of it. So yeah, we're good on antidotes for a very long time. Ethers, I think we're okay. I'll just buy like 14 more maybe. Just so we have like 40 of them. Regular potions and high potions I'm not going to worry too much about, especially when we have a lot of ethers. So that's good enough. Let's go ahead and finish off strong with 15 minutes worth of grinding here. Alright, encounters on. Yeah, I love this collection. I love the fact that it's just like 6 games all on the cart. As of right now, they all have patches, of course. because they all had like some sort of issues going on with each game. So I'm hoping someday that they'll do a reprint of the cartridge with all the latest patches all on cart, fully complete. Not the end of the world if they don't do it, because games are perfectly playable without the patches. But it would be kind of dope. Same thing with like the Battle Network collection too. Those kind of had patches and like some sort of like mini DLC with an overall like change of look to the Megaman Battle Network UI, or yeah, where he just talks to you in the main menu, and you can change his overall outfit, which is kind of cool. I think it was like $2 or $3 or something like that for the DLC. So let's see. Okay, cool. We're doing good. It would be kind of cool to get enough to get the Hilaga or whatever it's called. Because being able to restore that amount of HP to the entire party would be nice. But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier in the live stream about like live streaming on Twitch when I did so with that game called what was it, Samurai Legend Musashi, and then I ported it over to the Switch. And that wasn't the only game I did that with. I did that several times with like some Kingdom Hearts games. Whenever I just did grindy type of live streams, I would only do those on Twitch. Eventually, I just realized I wasn't getting the viewership on Twitch that I wanted. So I decided that I'm just gonna stick with YouTube, because YouTube just hasn't failed me as far as like you know, at least stability when it comes to getting like some people here and there. Obviously, I got nobody in the live chat right now talking, but I think I have like someone watching right now, but I guess they don't want to say anything, but that's fine. Either way, I don't know. Twitch is a platform I just don't really care to live stream on anymore. I just wanted to focus on YouTube mostly. I feel like if someday the channel ends up, you know, going past like maybe 5,000 subscribers or so someday, and that's thinking way out there, then maybe I might start live streaming like on a different platform or something. But as for right now, I have no reason to, so I'm sticking with the YouTube. It's just much easier. And dead. Haha, everyone leveled up. Okay, let's see. We are all... Oh, most of them are level 34. The main character right now is still at level 33. So, still not bad. He's pretty close to getting to level 34. Let's heal up because Tim was about to die. And I don't want to waste any resources to heal him when we could easily just go here. I love how my cat is just all bundled up like a freaking apple fritter, like right next to me. She's all sleepy. Alright, so 17. We're doing alright. Still got 10 minutes. I'm pretty certain we'll get more than the 30,000 by the end of this live stream, so to at least get that additional one that I really wanted. As far as like the newest level 7 magic that we could get for Captain Derpy, I don't know if I really want to get that one or not. I'm gonna have to look up online and see what is the significance between blind and petrify, and what is better. So I don't know. Well, I'll have to look that up later on. Ambushed. But he gonna die anyway. So I see, I just one punch man him. A main character just leveled up. I gotta say though, my favorite part of this game so far was that hidden like cave like home area for the dragons. I thought that was really cute and cool. And how they had like a dragon king that you got to talk to and you won him over. That was probably one of my favorite parts of this game. And almost makes me want to re-experience that someday in a full ground-up remake with voice acting. They could keep the music the same, maybe just some like orchestra version of the music, kind of like how Dragon Quest XI's did with that music. They took the old music and just made an orchestral version, or gave you the option to go back to the old-fashioned music. So either way, that would be cool to re-experience. That's one of my favorite parts of this game so far. The only thing is, like, I feel like this game would be a lot longer if they did add more story to it and voices to each character. I feel like it would just be vastly different than what the original game was like, because they don't really talk, you know. But I wouldn't mind a ground-up remake where they still don't talk and it's still very similar to how this old style is. But who knows? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video and live stream. I'll give you a secret code. Pretty much lets me know that you made that you watched up until a certain point, so I can heart your comment. So it lets me know that people watch up until a certain point, because it makes me feel better knowing, okay, someone actually watched up until this point of the video. So that's why I usually give out secret codes at the end of videos and live streams. Now please, don't be that guy who just skims through my video or just only skips to the end and then suddenly you give me the secret code. Just, come on, don't do that. Try to at least watch the video. Even if you skimmed a little bit, that's fine. You know, I understand that. Okay. I'm pretty close. I'd probably want to go for like 40,000. Just to leave myself with a decent amount of money after getting that piece of magic. Because, still need to be able to buy more antidotes and stuff. Just in case. I don't want to be a broke bitch. Yeah, speaking of other pixel games and remasters and remakes, as far as like the Dragon Quest trilogy on the Switch, I do have that physically. I mentioned this before in previous live streams, but I'll mention it again now for those who are watching this for the first time and not the previous parts. Check the link in the description below. I leave a playlist link in every live stream I do to the playlist where I have all the different parts of this. So watch the previous parts. Why not? Go ahead. Give those videos a like too. But I'll bring it up again now. The Dragon Quest trilogy. I beat the first Dragon Quest game on my own, which was rather easy. It was kind of bizarre because you only played as one guy. You did not have a team, which was weird and interesting. And apparently, it overall looks way different than the original Super Nintendo versions. I kind of wish that they gave you an option, like in-game settings option or something, to be able to switch to the old, like, not Super Nintendo, but Famicom version of the games, which would have been dope. But yeah, a lot of people were not happy with the trilogy pack just because it didn't look one-to-one to the original. So, but I also did hear about the third game, which is Dragon Quest III, getting a ground-up remake coming out soon, and I'm quite excited for that. I'm actually going to buy that, even though I haven't played the third one yet, like the original one or anything. I started playing the second one and kind of stopped. I may just eventually revisit those Dragon Quest games on the channel as a solo plays, just to get through them all. But yeah, as far as the third one being the remake, I really look forward to getting that. And then, what was the other one? Visions of Mana is another one that I'm pretty excited for. I got the collection of Mana. That may be another one that I'll add to the roster of solo plays that I do on the channel. So when I do run out of games that I'm playing and I don't know what to play next, that'll be one of the games that I throw in there and be like, what do y'all want me to play? You know what I mean? And if it's a collection like that, like Collection of Mana or whatever, I would definitely commit to fully playing all those games in that collection. So might even go back and forth between another collection. It just depends. Or just do them all back to back. I know in Collection of Mana, those games are quite different from one another, so. Okay, we're pretty close to 40,000. I think I'm going to keep going until I get to 40,000. And then we'll buy the magic. We'll go a little past the hour time, which is fine. And then we'll just, yeah, we'll end it off after I get the Hilaga. As of right now, I just don't care to use any magic, because sometimes it takes a while for the caster to cast magic, and then before you know it, all the enemies are just dead. So alright, we're gonna keep going until I get to 40,000. Like I said. And then we'll end it off after getting that Hilaga, and then probably, more than likely, dive back into this again the following weekend on Sunday. No guarantees on times, we'll see. On that Sunday, it's 50-50. I might or might not do Final Fantasy 16 that same day, but there will be at least a minimum 2 live streams with the guests, special guests. If there's going to be a third one with Final Fantasy 16, it depends on how I feel. We'll see. Oh, I'm at 40,000. Okay, we're going to turn... no! Damn it. I didn't mean to. That's fine. We'll defeat these guys real quick. And then get the shit and go. And turn that off. Yeah, we're all at level 34, so not bad. Let's go heal up. It's like, I know, like, more modern like RPGs usually give you the capability of just going to an inn, resting, and all your status ailments are gone as well, including like poison. But I don't know. I guess this game was a little more hardcore. It's like, nah, you cannot sleep off your poison. It's like, fine. All right, let's get Hilaga. We're gonna replace cure. So fully restores one ally's HP and cures some status effects. That's too good. I can't get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of this one. Don't get me wrong, this is great against undead enemies, but it's only really good against undead enemies. I don't need it anymore, so we're just going to get rid of that. Purchase a spell? Yes. I don't know what we do with the previous ones, but yeah. Let's check out the magic. Yep, there they are, and I think everything's still in there for the most part, but it don't matter. Either way, I feel like we're good and ready to continue on in this game next time, obviously next Sunday. So I'm going to leave it off here. I'm going to go ahead and save it with a quick save and a regular save just in case. And leave it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome for watching this video and live stream. Please wait till the live stream is fully posted where you're able to leave a permanent comment. Live chat doesn't count for the secret code. Go ahead and leave me. I'm gonna look up some stuff. Hold on, guys. Okay. I'm trying to find a thing. Okay, you know what? Leave me a tea emoji. Yes, tea, like the drink tea, because I was drinking green tea earlier. Leave me a tea emoji representing drinking some green tea or whatever tea that you prefer. And you could even add what type of tea you like, your favorite tea. My favorite tea is green tea. So yeah, leave me a tea emoji in the comments below. You can even tell me what your favorite tea is. I'll heart your comment and lets me know you watched up until this point. You guys are awesome. I will try my best to leave those links in the description below for those playlists, for those previous videos and live streams that I was talking about, if I can remember to. If I don't remember, you can check the playlist section on my channel for other, playthroughs I did. You can check the description below right now of this video or live stream, and there's a playlist there for all the live streams I do for this playthrough. So you can watch the next part if it's available, or previous parts and so on. And again, you can join my Discord as long as you're 18 years of age or older, and you must be courteous to others and read the rules and regulations coming in, please. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome one. Be safe. Be excellent to each other. And bye-bye.